Recently, the United States unexpectedly postponed tariffs on smartphone companies. What's notable is that this decision came even before the 90-day trade truce negotiations officially began. So what does this tell us? President Trump, once known for his tough stance, has now been forced to back down. Not by choice, but because domestic pressure from major corporations has reached a boiling point. And this time, he simply can't afford to defy everyone like he used to. In my previous videos, I've repeatedly emphasized President Trump is making a serious mistake in his economic strategy, and what we're seeing now only further confirms that assessment. The issue isn't just about whether to impose tariffs or not. At its core, this reflects a fundamental flaw in the administration's policy, which originates from contradictory proposals made by White House financial advisors. Everyone knows the US dollar is the world's reserve currency. To maintain that status, the US needs to run a trade deficit. The larger the deficit, the more dollars other countries are forced to hold in reserve. It sounds like a paradox, but it's true. This is known as the Triffin dilemma. However, the Trump administration wants to bring the trade deficit down to zero, but doing that is essentially cutting off the very mechanism that gives the dollar its global power. When other countries no longer receive enough US dollars through trade deficits, they'll start looking for alternative currencies to settle trade and store value. This poses a massive strategic risk, and if America doesn't recognize it soon, it could lose its superpower status in the global economy. And that's not all. This extreme tariff and protectionist policy is pushing longtime allies away from the US. No one wants to deal with a bully in global trade. As a result, the stock market is dropping, bond yields are rising. Foreign companies, especially China, are dumping US assets. All of these signs point to one clear outcome: an economic recession is looming. In my earlier videos, I warned many times about the internal cracks forming in the US economy, about financial bubbles and the dangers of extreme protectionism. And now, what we're witnessing is undeniable proof that President Trump is heading down a very dangerous path. If he doesn't change course soon, America won't just lose in the short term, it risks losing its global influence for good.